Hello everyone, this will be, as you might guess by the title of this video, this will be just a long and rambly video. This is not going to be for everyone. If you watch every video I upload to the channel and you care about stuff like this, then you can listen to this. But if you don't care, which I do get, or if you just don't watch every video I upload, you can safely skip this one as well. You're not going to really miss anything, but in this video I will be talking about a few different topics, and just it will also be a rambly mess, as I said. But I will start with the content on the channel currently and in the near past and in the near future. So yeah, in my opinion, content has been kind of disappointing on the channel in the past few months, and well, that's mostly down to the fact that I'm uploading one video every 2 weeks, which yeah, I'm not really happy about. I obviously had my reasons for doing this, like my hand injury and the move coming up, etc. But at the same time, I can feel that a lot of people aren't as excited about stuff on the channel lately, and well, I do get that because I'm not happy about what I've released in the past few months either. Like I don't have any problems with the videos I've released. I think they're fine, but just not releasing many videos. Yeah, I can feel the enthusiasm dying, and yeah, I get it. Like, I can also see that from analytics, like the view counts were down, subscriber growth is down, and also Patreon is down significantly. Yeah, I can see that, and plus I've also gotten some messages on Discord and YouTube comments, etc. So yeah, I know how a lot of people feel. So what I'm going to try to do, which sounds crazy in my mind, is I'll try to increase the video count to one video every week, which does sound crazy, as I said, in my mind. And the reason for that is, well, as you know, I'm moving very soon, and in fact that very soon is next week. So well, my flight is next week, that is. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff to do in this time. Like I don't think I've ever been busier in my life than currently, and that's with me not working currently, just have a lot of shit to do before the move. And yeah, but I'm not complaining about this. I'm just saying that because of that, it sounds crazy in my mind, but I don't think it's impossible. The reason for that is I actually have a lot of unreleased videos in the past few months that I've already prepared, just never really released. The reason for that is, well, when I'm making bi-weekly videos, I want to make the video that I release, the video that most of my audience would care about, so like a Voron episode or something like that. In the past, when I was uploading 2 videos a week, the Monday video would be something like something less people would care about, or something that's less polished, or a shorter tutorial or stuff like that, versus the Friday video would be just the Voron mods or stuff like that. That was sort of my formula at the time. And yeah, the problem with that when I'm making a video every 2 weeks is, well, if I make you wait 2 weeks and then release something that you don't care about, then you end up waiting a month to get the video that you cared about. So yeah, if I was in the audience, I wouldn't be happy about that either. So I get it, but obviously had my reasons for that. But yeah, as a result, as I said, I have a lot of unreleased videos, like the ZD915 review, that's a desoldering station. I also made a video about drilling acrylic a few months ago. That's basically uploaded to YouTube. I just have to set it public. The reason I haven't done that is, again, because I didn't really feel like people would be happy if I released like a 2-minute video after 2 weeks. So I don't know, maybe I'm setting some sort of an unreasonable standard, I don't know. There's also a video about removing PEI sheets from spring steel sheets, and an easy way of doing that. And I also have a few other ideas that can be recorded relatively easily just by screen capture and me talking. Doesn't mean that they'll be ready in 5 minutes or anything. Like even like a 2-minute video I make usually takes a few hours. So yeah, there is that. But it's still lower effort, and yeah, as a result, I can make more of those. So that's the idea. It will be a mix of the usual content and the stuff that I normally release on Mondays. And yeah, I think that's the sort of the compromise. There's also the situation with the next Voron 2 episode. I actually did a lot of progress on that, and yeah, it's enough to be an episode. The reason I haven't released that yet is because I lost all the footage. So basically what happened is, as you might know, I record all of the episodes on my phone and then transfer them to my computer and then edit it there. Well, I thought I transferred them, so I deleted them from my phone because I'm an idiot, and I never touched and never decided to edit that episode because I don't know, maybe I had something that was set to go live in that time period. Not 100% sure, but yeah, basically the timer expired on the recycling bin or whatever Apple calls it on iPhones, and yeah, I lost the footage. I don't know what I can do, but sort of the idea right now is to make like a summary video, still called a War on episode, but just make it a different format. My usual format is kind of basically just a vlog, like me working on stuff, but yeah, I guess that could work. It would definitely be a shorter video and it will definitely feel weird compared to the rest of my content, but still can cover what I did, I guess. So that's the sort of idea for that. I'm also working on the Tiny Amp still, but as I said, my flight is next week, so I don't know how much I can do. Ideally, I want to make 2 episodes before I leave, but that gives me less than a week to make 2 episodes worth of stuff and do the other stuff that I'm still working on. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do that, but I'll at least try to make 1 episode of that and War on 2 episodes, so that's the idea. But yeah, I also want to make a video about moving the 3D printers and the workshop in general. And yeah, I'm not really sure what I can do in that episode, but I feel like that's the sort of thing that a lot of people won't have any experience with. So I feel like that could be an interesting topic, but yeah, I still don't know many of the details yet. I know it's kind of late for that, but I'm currently talking to 3 companies for 3 different quotes, and they're still taking their time, which is kind of concerning because, as I said, I'm flying next week, and I have to make sure this place is empty before I leave. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure the details of that out, but things I know are A, it will be expensive. I expect this thing to cost at least $5,000, if not more, and that's about 5 cubic meters of stuff. It will be shipped in a container, probably shared with other people, and it will be shipped by sea, so it will also take some time. They said it will take about 2 to 3 months after I tell them my address in the US, after I rent a place. I plan to make sort of like a War on Mods episode, but instead of that, just building the workshop, basically vlogs, as I said. I think that will be an interesting content as well, because I'm kind of proud of what I've built in the workshop currently, and I feel like I can do an even better job now that I have that experience. So, I think it will be interesting, but I don't know how much my audience will care about that, so I guess we will see, but that's an idea I have after the move. Hopefully my hand will heal more by then, but yeah, I guess I should just quickly talk about that as well. As I said before, I had surgery on October for my ulnar nerve entrapment, cubital tunnel syndrome, and there are a few other names for the same illness as well. And yeah, at the time, the reason I had that surgery is because I wasn't able to really use my left hand, like basically at all. Like the ulnar nerve primarily affects the little finger and a ring finger, but in severe enough cases, which mine was, it also affects the minor muscles in your hand. So yeah, basically it affected all of my fingers. So let's just create an arbitrary scale and say 100% is a normal functional hand. I was basically at 10%. That's how I felt anyway. And I'd say 0% is, well, basically chopped off hand. So yeah, I felt that bad, like there was no strength in my hand, and the motor control overall is also very weak. After the surgery, for a few weeks, it was even worse. Like if I said 10%, so it was like 2%. Like I wasn't even able to move most of my fingers. It was that bad, but I think that was mostly down to inflammation, because now I feel like I'm at 50%, which, is still not there, but it's much better now, which is a really good sign. It means my hand is healing. So I think that's really it. I'm really excited about the move coming up. Like, I don't usually talk about this sort of stuff, but not really happy about how things are where I live. Yeah, I don't even know what I can say safely here, but yeah, I'm just not happy about a lot of things here. And if you follow world politics, you probably have an idea about what I'm talking about. But on top of him. There is also the economy that's going terribly, and I finally feel like there's an opportunity for me to be happy in a long time in my life. So I don't take my complaining the wrong way. Like, as I said, I'm really excited about this. I'm just, if I'm not sounding that enthusiastic, it's just because I'm tired, really. And also doesn't mean this will be easy, obviously. There are a lot of things that are really difficult at this point, but yeah, I'm working on that, and eventually I'm pretty sure it will be better than how it is now. So, oh, and there is, well, actually two more topics actually. We should have talked about this when I was talking about the content, but the MPCNC, something I started in January or February of this year, something like that. Well, that series is cancelled. The reason for that is, well, the router I bought for that only works at 220 volts anyway, so it means I have to buy a new router, which is basically the biggest cost of that build anyway, so might as well start from scratch. And based on what I've learned when I was working on that, I think I want a different CNC. I want something that can handle aluminum a bit easier than the MPCNC. MPCNC, based on what I've seen on their forum, technically can handle aluminum, but there are better CNC builds for that. So what I want to do is just move, and then after some time after the move, I want to start a new CNC build. And I don't know what it will be. I am considering Print and C, and I'm also looking at other options as well. But that's not going to be the first project I start, that's for sure. But I want to build a different CNC machine, so stay tuned for that. And there's also the filament dehumidifier I started even longer ago. That's obviously also cancelled, but I'm sure if you are following that series, you already figured that out, because it's been a while, to say the least. So yeah, I'm sure you figured that out. So yeah, the CNC is cancelled. I'll start a new CNC build there, and eventually I also want a my first laser cutter as well. So yeah, I guess we will see. Also depends on place I can rent, but anyway. Oh, and I said two things. The other thing is, well, I'm recording this on Wednesday. Today Sanjay, if you haven't heard, died. So just wanted to let you know, if you haven't heard about this. Sanjay from E3D died earlier today, or at least we heard about it earlier today. I'm not really great with words, but to say the least, I was shocked because, well, he is really young. I think he was 32 or something, like really young in terms of, death. Yeah, he was a big influence in 3D printing, obviously, and yeah, he was the sort of guy that I wanted to meet someday, but never happened, I guess. He was a big influence in 3D printing in general. I mean, the V6 hot hand was the hot hand that made 3D printing accessible to the masses. But yeah, it happened, so I don't know what to say about it, really. It's sad. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm exactly happy with everything E3 has done to this day, like, the patent stuff and things like that, but he overall was a huge influence in 3D printing in general. When I was feeling burnt out or stuff like that, and just came across some of like a video of him on YouTube, like an interview or something, his energy and his enthusiasm and things like that, just it reignited my enthusiasm or passion or whatever word you want to use for 3D printing. And he seemed like, I don't know who, I've never met him, but he seemed like a great guy. So yeah, it is sad news, but what can you do, I guess. So yeah, if you haven't heard about it, just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, I think now that's it for this video. So, well, ending on a sad note, I guess. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, or more likely listening.